Welcome to episode 3 of the Minnesota Twins rebuild or franchise. And as you see on the screen, we are looking to pick up Jake McCarthy. Why? Jake McCarthy is one of the fastest guys in the game. He plays great defense in the outfield, and he can hit the ball. Also, with his speed, he can steal bases, and he does steal a lot of bases at a high percentage. Obviously, we have Byron Buxton in center field, so we'll move McCarthy to left or right field, but he will just add to our defense, which ranks near the bottom in all of the major leagues, as does our speed. So we do have to give up Marco Rea and 2 other prospects. But this is not the Marco Rea that you guys may know, especially Twins fans. This Marco Rea, they have relegated to 66 overall and only C potential. So the guy will never realize the potential that he has in real life. So we're basically giving away 3 C prospects for a guy who can help us for the next 5 to 6 years. So we will offer the trade, and the Diamondbacks are good with it. So we need to get him in our lineup. Here he is, Jake McCarthy. One of the reasons the Diamondbacks were probably willing to let him go is that it is still early in the season, but he's not started off the season so hot. But the guy's still young. He's 27. He's got B potential. Look at those contact numbers. Look at the vision. The clutch, 88 clutch. That is amazing. His fielding is a 76. Speed, 97. Steal, 84. And base running aggressiveness, 88. As you can see, in 180 at bats this year, he has started off slow. But if you look at the year before, when he played the whole season, and the year before that, where he got more at bats, that's the Jake McCarthy we are looking for, who can steal us 25 to 30 bags a year and can lock down the outfield along with Buxton. Not only does it get him in scoring position by him being able to steal bases, more importantly, defensively, it makes it almost impossible to get it past Buxton and McCarthy in the outfield. So what does that do? That makes our pitchers better. It makes our pitchers a lot better. So doubles and triples turn into outs because McCarthy and Buxton are going to get to him all over the outfield. His contract, we're only paying him $800,000 this year, and he's arbitration eligible for the next 3 years, so we'll have him under control. He does have some quirks, but we needed to shake something up, but we didn't really want to mess with the everyday roster. So we pick up McCarthy, and we'll probably have to slot him in for Larnack since Willie Castro is at DH, unless we move Willie Castro to second base. And we all love Edward Julian, but they did him dirty this year with a 66 overall and C potential. The guy should not be in the major leagues based on MLB The Show 25's rankings. And all because he hit 199 last year. For us this year, in 2 months, he's only hit 2 home runs, 5 steals, caught stealing 3 times, and is hitting 219 with a 316 slugging. So, if the guy was helping us defensively, I kind of vouch for him, but he's not fast, and per MLB The Show 25, and he doesn't play great defense other than his accuracy on throwing. So he's going to probably have to come off the bench. So what we'll do is put McCarthy. Let's put him at DH first. Let's put Castro at second. Castro does, as you guys know, play pretty much everywhere. Better fielder, more speed. And then, let's see, we're going to change him and Larnack. Larnack with 37 speed will fit better as our DH. So let's move Willie Castro back up in the lineup. But where do we want him exactly? Let's see. I think I'm going to change the lineup up a little bit. You guys can let me know in the comments what you think. If you guys feel like Buxton is better at leadoff, we can slide everybody down. I hesitate putting Royce Lewis. I think that's a good spot for him. Let's see. And Royce Lewis's power versus right-handers is 93. That's pretty special. 88 power versus right-handers for Matt Wallner. Really believe Matt Wallner is going to develop for us, and he is going to be a great part of our future. You look at his 2 months so far this year, he has 9 home runs and 26 RBIs, 99 arm strength. I love it. I love it so much, I'm going to make him our four-hole hitter. I'm going to leave Castro as a 6-hole hitter. I'm going to move Larnack up. But Miranda does have 85 contact versus righties, so I'll leave him there. So basically, Edward Julian went to the bench. Arnak is pretty awful against lefties, as you can see. So Harrison Bader is the man. Let's move Jake McCarthy up to the leadoff spot. So Castro is not the greatest hitter against lefties. 57-46. That's pretty awful. I'm going to put Jeffers at 2 with the 2-hole. All right, you guys let me know if we should move that lineup around. Let me update you on the stats. I did sim through an additional month of the season. I'll show you our record here shortly. Let me show you the stats of the guys. So Jeffers, 4 homers, 19 RBIs, 263 average. Buxton is what I said in the first video, I believe. He's a manster, half man, half monster. He's got 13 home runs, 34 RBIs, and a 286 average. And he does have 10 steals to go along with that. Carlos Correa, I would say, is more than disappointing. He, as he gets older, his fielding has gone down, and you would think his power would somehow increase as you get a little bit older. You know, a lot of guys in their late 20s develop more power, and he's only hit 5 home runs for us this year. So he's got to do better than that. He's getting paid way too much to just have 5 home runs right now. I did check in a trade, and the Dodgers offered me their number 2 prospect, who was ranked 30th overall. He was a catcher, and I forget his name, but they offered me that and an additional prospect for Carlos Correa. I declined the offer. I was also offered a trade by the Red Sox for their number 1 prospect and the number 2 prospect in all of baseball, Roman Anthony, I believe. He is an absolute stud, or is supposed to be a stud, but I declined that offer because we're keeping Buxton. So it's been quite an eventful month. Royce Lewis is performing well with 11 homers, 27 RBIs, 252 average. Willie Castro, 11 homers, 28 RBIs, 250 average. Matt Wallner, 9 homers, 26 RBIs. Harrison Bader, 1 homer, 10 RBIs. And Miranda, not as bad as I thought. 5 homers, 27 RBIs, and a 265 average. The problem is they did him really dirty with making him a 68 overall. You know, I don't know why. He performed fairly well last year. So it's amazing he's doing what he's doing as a 68 overall. As you can see there, we are 29-29, so we're exactly 500. We're 5.5 games back of the Tigers. We are not in good shape. We're 10th in contact, 8th in power, 7th in pitching, 29th in defense, and 29th in speed. Hopefully we fix some of those things, picking up McCarthy, but I don't think he'll fix everything. Oh, good. They accepted our trade. I don't see us making any more trades right now. Oh, wow. Roman Anthony is an athletic. So the Red Sox have made a huge move and picked up somebody for Roman Anthony. Wow. Jackson Jobe is now the 3rd overall prospect. There's Luke Keeschel, if I'm saying that right. He's the 48th ranked prospect. And this is actually who the Dodgers offered me for. Basically, the centerpiece of the deal was Dalton rushing for Carlos Correa. He's 50th on this list, but MajorLeagueBaseball.com has him as the 30th overall prospect. Okay, did I miss somebody? Walter Jenkins has moved to number 1. That is amazing. He did have a good month this last month. I'll show you guys shortly. Okay. I lost sight of our top 14 prospect. We need to find him. There he is, Emmanuel Rodriguez. He was the 14th ranked prospect. And unless I just missed it, he's dropped off the list for some reason. Let's look at his numbers. His numbers are going up. His AAA stats are subpar at best. 3 homers, 8 RBIs, and 100 at bats. 1 stolen base and hitting .238. But I'm shocked that he would drop out of the top 100. Simeon Woods Richardson. He has absolutely been unbelievably atrocious. At 68, he probably shouldn't be pitching in the majors. He probably should be in AAA right now, especially as a young kid. But he has a 9.35 ERA, 2.08 WHIP, giving up 18 runs in 17 innings. So we desperately have to think about picking up some bullpen help before the deadline. Here's Walter Jenkins. If you guys remember from last episode, he started off cold. But look at his numbers going up all over except for steal and base running aggressiveness. But he's up to 5 homers, 19 RBIs, and a 244 batting average, which doesn't seem great, but he was under 200, I believe, the last time we checked on him. So he is on a tear and finally hitting the ball like he's supposed to. So we have to send somebody down. So let's see. I hate to do it, but I think we got to send Ty France down. See if we can move Edward Julian. Okay, he's got options, so. And I hate having to do this, so I'm going to have to go redo their lineup. I don't know why they have Walker Jenkins hitting 5th, and Luke Keeschel is now hitting 6th, which I don't get. But all right, there's Edward Julian. So we don't have to get him in the starting lineup necessarily. Or I can do that later, maybe. Let's look at Armando Alvarez. See potential, and he's 30. Oh, yeah. All right, guys. So we are at 500. We're 41 days till the draft. Oh, yeah. Let's show the pitching staff. This is of great interest. Pablo Lopez is 5-4. but he does have a 2.51 ERA and a 1.09 WHIP. So typical Pablo. Joe Ryan is not pitching well. 4.90 ERA and a 1.41 WHIP. Bailey Ober is doing what he does. 3.93 ERA, 1.27 WHIP. David Festa, the young guy, is not pitching well. 4.86 ERA, 1.76 WHIP. Do we need to pick up a fourth starter? Because, well, Chris Paddock is pitching well. But he's cold right now, so that means he's not been pitching well. And, another guy I'd like to try at starter would be Simeon Woods Richardson, but he's done so awful here in long relief that I am scared to try him as a starter. And this guy, we've got to get another guy to replace this Rule 5 guy. But if you look at the rest of our relievers, they're doing their job for the most part. Brock Stewart is not, but look at Griffin Jacks. Look at Justin Topa, Johan Duran. So pitching staff overall is looking good. We're still about 41 days away, I think, from the draft, and we don't have a super high pick. I think it's 13th, maybe. What our hope is that somebody that is demanding a high signing bonus will fall to us where we're picking, because usually after the top 10, the elite guys are gone. But let's get into the schedule and see if we can turn things around. So Mason Miller is still on the Athletics. I thought he would be somebody that would be included in that Roman Anthony trade. So that's shocking to me that they got Roman Anthony or that the A's got Roman Anthony, second best prospect in all of baseball from the Red Sox. And I got to find out who they got. All right. So we're down 3-2, and we lose 6-4. We're up, and we lose. So we did what we do. We played 500 baseball. All right, these guys are not finished. That's not good. The longer it takes these guys to get scouted, the less guys we can scout, which is not good. Rangers are up, and they win. We're up by 3. Duran in the game, and we do win. Astros up by 3. And the Astros defeat us. We won one game all week. We're really finding out a lot about these players. There is a lot of movement. I've seen difference between the MLB ranking and our ranking. As we get closer to the draft, we will go over some of the top prospects. All right, we'll scout this position player. Like I said, what we're hoping for is that somebody falls to us. Let's get through this month. Astros defeat us. The Reds have defeated us. We finally win a game. We lose again. We lose again. We are 34-43. Tie game, and we lose. We're down by 1, and we lose. We're up by 1, and we win finally. 39-45, guys. Can't believe these guys can't get scouted sooner. We're losing again, and we lose. Ooh, Mason Miller gets traded to the Cubs for 2 prospects. All right, guys. We've about come to the end of this episode. We sit at 43-47. We're 7 days away from the draft. We will, episode 4, hopefully we will have the draft and much more information for you as to where we pick and who we're looking for. Thank you guys for joining me. If you are not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. Smash that noti bell too. And smash that like button as well. I would appreciate it. And thank you guys for joining me for the Twins Dynasty. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Take care.